Judge?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Please introduce yourself to the members of the jury.
My name is Bonnie Jameson, and I'm Dr. Kendra Hatcher's mother.
Ms. Jameson, I want to talk a little bit about you first. Where are you from?
From Springfield, Illinois?
Springfield, Illinois. That's where you're currently living?
Yes.
Are you married at this time?
Yes.
Ms. Jameson, I want to talk a little bit about your family. Do you have any children?
I do. I have 4 daughters and 1 son. Kendra was my 3rd daughter.
So let's start with the oldest. Who's the oldest and how old is he or she?
The oldest is Jamie, my oldest daughter, and she's 43. And then Ashley is my 2nd daughter. She's in the audience there, and she's 40. Kendra was 3rd. She was 35, so she's 39 now. My son, he's in the audience. My only son, Neil, is 38, and my youngest daughter is 26.
Ms. Jameson, I want to talk specifically about Kendra. Where did Kendra grow up?
We grew up in a small little town, Pleasant Plains School District. We were outskirts of Springfield, Illinois, but the school district at the time was Pleasant Plains, Illinois. Pleasant Plains was probably a population of 800, so a very small community.
What was Kendra's last name?
Hatcher.
So, Ms. Jameson, as Kendra was growing up, did she graduate from high school there in Illinois?
All the kids graduated from Pleasant Plains. She graduated in 1998, full honor society, salutatorian of her class, head of the cheerleading squad, head of the volleyball team. She was quite accomplished, as well as my other children. Being in a small town, they didn't have, the internet and all of the things that kids have these days. They were studiers.
So after high school, did Kendra continue her studies?
She did. She ended up with a honor scholarship. She ended up going to DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana. She had gotten a honor scholarship her first semester. She actually went abroad to Spain. Her major was Spanish. She loved children. She wanted to be able to communicate with the little kids. She started out wanting to be a pediatrician and then switched tracks to being a dentist. So
Let's talk a little bit about that. So after she learned Spanish, I guess, so she could
Yes.
communicate, had a focus sort of toward helping children. What did she do after she graduated from college?
after she graduated from college, she was trying to figure out where she was going to go. She's tired of the winter. She's tired of the snow. She wanted to go somewhere where it was warm. She had actually came down to Texas, checked out the Houston area, and she came up to Dallas, and she fell in love with Dallas. It was a little scary for me, coming from a little small town, but I knew that she would, no matter what she did, she was going to be very well.
Where did she go to dental school eventually?
She graduated, for the dental school, she graduated in 2010 from University of Kentucky in Lexington. She actually loved Lexington too, but she just wanted where there was more bilingual language, since that's what her major was Spanish.
And then, I guess she ends up here in Dallas.
She did.
You all right, approach the witness?
Right.
Here's, I'm going to show you a couple of photographs. This is State's Exhibits 1 and 2. Are these two pictures of Kendra?
They are.
Okay. Your Honor, I offer State Exhibits 1 and 2.
No objection.
Admitted.
So just so the jury knows, here, State Exhibit 1, this is Kendra Hatcher, is that right?
Correct.
And in State's Exhibit 2, we're looking at Dr. Kendra Hatcher.
Correct.
So I want to talk first a little bit about Dr. Kendra Hatcher, the dentist. Ms. Jameson, what was Dr. Hatcher's sort of area of focus in her dentistry?
Kids, pediatrics.
Why did she choose that?
She loved children, even though she didn't ever have any of her own. And she wanted to be able to speak to them in Spanish, take their fears away. She would share with me the most awesome letters that the parents would give to Kendra, saying how the child that Kendra took care of loved her, and she just she was very good at her job.
Aside from practicing dentistry here in Dallas, did she ever go anywhere else? Once she became a dentist to provide services, dental services.
She did. She actually she went over to Spain, and then she went to oh gosh, I just drew a blank. Yeah, she went abroad. I can't even think.
Guatemala, is that?
Yes, yes, yeah.
I understand this is difficult, Ms. James.
Yeah, she went over to Guatemala, and she had spent a lot of time over there too, and had a lot of pictures with the kids that she sent back to us that we, of course, will treasure forever. All of her pictures were just kids, with the kids. Everything is with the kids. Crowds of kids. The kids loved her.
Ms. Jameson, I want to kind of shift the focus and talk about Kendra Hatcher and her personal life. Was she married at the time that all this happened?
No, well, not when the murder hit me.
Right.
No.
At that time, was she involved in seeing anybody in any relationship?
She had, our family is pretty close, and Kendra had met Ricky, and her and my oldest daughter are like, they came from definitely the same seed. And she called my oldest daughter Jamie and said that she had met someone, and she was pretty happy. So much so, they'd only dated for a little over 3 months. Kendra was bringing him home September 28th to meet the family.
Of 2015?
Of 2015. Of course, this happened September 2nd, so we never...
This was a pretty serious relationship that they had.
Yeah, it was pretty fast moving, because I questioned her. I'm like, Kendra, are you sure about this? And she said, yeah, I'm bringing him home. I've already bought the plane tickets on September 28th. And September was Kendra's favorite time of the year, the fall festivals and stuff in a small town. And so she wanted all of us to get together and show Ricky what a small town was like, with the pumpkins and the festivals. And I said, well, okay, I guess we'll meet him then. I didn't know how Ricky was going to feel about it. We hadn't met him yet, so.
Ms. Jameson, I want you to take a deep breath because I want to talk about what you learned on the evening of September 2nd, 2015. I know that night you and your family received some terrible news. I want you to explain to the jury what you found out that night.
Well, my husband very rarely works out of town. And actually, he was going to be out of town for 4 days that week. This was on a Wednesday. And I'm not one to stay at home alone, but I don't like it, but I did. So we have a 2-story house. I kept convincing myself I'll be okay, just go to bed, watch TV. I did fall asleep, and we keep our phones on the kitchen desk thing on the chargers, and I woke up to my phone ringing off the hook, and my doorbell was ringing all at the same time. And I woke up and I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know what was happening. And of course my husband wasn't there. And so I crawled down the stairs. The doorbells were still ringing. There was pounding on the door. My phone was ringing, and I crawled across the dining room floor over to put my cell phone on the counter, and I heard somebody outside say, "Bonnie, please open the door, please open the door," and I noticed that it was my son-in-law, Jeff.
What did your son-in-law tell you when you opened the door?
He just came in and he said, "Bonnie, you've got to sit down." And my daughter was sitting out in the car. And they both came in. And he's like, "Bonnie, something has happened." And I thought it was my husband. And I'm like, "What has happened? Please tell me. Please tell me." And he's like, "Dave's on his way home." And then I was like, I knew it was my husband and it wasn't my husband. And they said it was a 2-hour drive for Dave to drive home. And they wouldn't tell me anything. And I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I don't want to know.
So, Ms. Jameson, let me ask you this. For 2 hours, they wouldn't tell you what happened. Well, what did you finally learn?
And Dave got home 2 hours. Dave came in. And he sat with me and Jamie, and I said, "Please, please, God, tell me what's going on." And Jamie said, "Mom, it's Kendra." And I'm like, "What? Kendra? What do you mean, Kendra?" And she said, "Mom, she's been shot." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean she's been shot?" And then she said that she didn't make it. And it's been 3.5 years of hell ever since.
Ms. Jameson, thank you for answering my questions, and that's all the questions I have.
Hey.
Judge, I pass it.
My mom, I'm very sorry, I don't have any questions.
Okay.